Welcome everyone to another brand new kickoff for the METATWO Hack the Box machine. I haven't turned this machine on, haven't touched it, haven't nmapped it, and nothing like that. But I'm just going to talk about the machine, what I think it's about, the statistics, and what word on the forum is. Let's get into it. Jumping right into things here, this machine has been out for only 4 days now, and I really like to see this. It has a 4.7 machine rating. This is great. This means the community really enjoyed it. They most likely agreed it was an easy machine. And what else I like to see is that the user owns and the system owns are very close together. We only have a approximately 40-50 point gap there, which means that user is probably more difficult than the root phase and takes more time. Just a hunch. All right. Let's give a big shout out and some respect to Naughton. He's the machine creator. Again, without machine creators, Hack the Box won't exist. As well, huge shout out to Josh SH, who got user blood in 30 minutes. So that's pretty good if a top dog Hack the Box player got user in 30 minutes. That seems like it's probably not going to be too bad. It's probably going to take me, I don't know, handful of hours or so. Same with the system blood, JKR, who is again, a top Hack the Box player, took 36 minutes. So I'm again going to assume that it'll probably take me a handful of hours. So that is awesome. Let's take a look at the statistics here. We can see that it errs on the side of lots of enumeration, real world situations, very little CTF, and yeah, a fair amount of ratings, a 7 towards the CVE. So that's good. So that means we're probably trying to identify what's running on the back end, looking for a CVE, and then trying to manually go about exploiting it or maybe changing up a few variables. When we look at the machine difficulty rating, I do see a lot of people pinning it as medium. So this is initially discouraging. However, it has a really high rating. So to me, that means, yes, it's an easy rated machine, but it's going to be a medium machine within the easy realm, and it's not going to be too unreasonable or too confusing. So this is good. This is what I like to see. We see 0 insanes and several brain damage votes. I guess just 2, which is kind of odd, but a bit hard and hard are, we really see the user is definitely the harder part here. And we see that in every instance except for the piece of cake and very easy rating. Everything thereafter, the user definitely shows as harder. And yeah, cool. Okay. Well, I'm just guessing from the name METATWO that what this machine might be about. I'm going to guess perhaps there's an image and we have to look at the metadata, or if there is this is a tough one. Maybe, I'm not really sure. If there's a web application, maybe we have to look at like the meta of it, like the cookies or something. I don't really know. There's nothing too obvious about METATWO. Just finally to wrap things up, I will say that I was just browsing over the forums and people talked about 3 things kind of stood out to me, that there is a web application and reference to like a login page, some talk about an FTP server, and then some talk about subdomain enumeration. From what I gathered, so this sounds pretty straightforward. You enumerate subdomain, a web application, and then something about a plugin of some type. So there's a web app, there's a plugin that's being used, use Burp Suite, and then there's some type of like file sharing server somewhere along the lines here. So yeah, other than that, I'm really looking forwards to this machine, and I hope everybody enjoys the METATWO box.